Let's take care of one of the first things that's got to be changed on the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Now, if you're new to the channel or you didn't know, recently I bought a 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. And on the front of this truck is, of course, this massive chin strap or air dam, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why they put it on, or at least made it the way that they did, but it definitely detracts from the looks of the Tacoma. Although I will say that when it's pointed up at an angle like it is right now, you can see I've got a pretty steep grade out here. It doesn't look as bad as when the truck is sitting flat. Now, maybe with a lift or something, that wouldn't look quite as bad, but at stock height, stock level, that thing has got to go. Now, a lot of the early videos or recommendations out there on this truck have stated that it's supposed to be just 9 screws. Like Toyota actually made it easy for us to take this off, because I think they probably realized that it doesn't look so great on the truck. Makes you wonder why they put it on. But we're gonna go ahead and get it off of there. I did take a quick look underneath. You can do it with either a Phillips head screwdriver or a 10mm socket. And yes, 10mm seems to be the holy grail for sockets, even on the 2024 Tacoma. So let's take a look underneath here, see exactly what it is that we are dealing with. And when I looked, I did see, I believe there are 5 screws across the front. Pretty easy to get to, not complicated. Now, the other 2 are actually located behind. You have one right up here and one right down there. You can see it's right across from the other one. And that's it. Now, while we're under here, one other thing I noticed, the guard underneath here is, I don't know what it is. I guess it's plastic. Used to be metal. I'd be curious to know if the old one would fit. I kind of doubt it, so there's room for some sort of a mod under here, because obviously you're not going to get much protection from this thing, particularly if you're an off-roader. So that needs to be, I would think, replaced to steel. And I'm curious as to whether or not the TRD Off-Road actually has a steel skid plate under here, or if it's plastic like this one. And it almost feels, man, like it has some sort of a suede finish to it. It's really kind of strange. I'm not sure why they did it this way, but they did. So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and pull these screws off. I'll start over here on the driver's side, and we're gonna drop that and see what it looks like without this front chin strap or air dam on here. That takes care of the hardest 2. Now we'll just leave the one in the center here and take the others off. And there you go, pretty darn easy. Now, I am going to go ahead and put the screws back in, just because there's just open slots now, and I'd rather have a more finished look. So let me get them back in and then we'll take a look. All right, we've got all the screws back in. Now, one thing I want to note, you should put the screws back in because they do hold down some of this inner fender liner material, particularly here and here, and then the same on the other side. And then in the center, there is a connection, it seems, right here, and let's see, right here. Now, all of the other ones are just through plastic. They don't do anything, so it's really just a matter of aesthetics. But nonetheless, it does seem to hold down some other spots when it comes to this trim work. And the one thing I don't like about this, notice now without the chin strap up there, you can kind of see this edge. Now, you're not going to be able to see it when the truck is level, of course, standing up, because this is underneath. But keep in mind, I have heard, not sure if it's true yet, I guess we'll find out, that doing this can reduce fuel economy. Probably because now there are more things for the air to drag or catch on, like these edges on this kind of strange skid plate under here, and then also these edges over here are minor, as they are rather, here and here. But of course the wind is going to catch on there. I don't think that's a big deal. Not a big problem for me. Let's take a look from up above. Definitely, I think a better look. I mean, even at this angle with the truck kind of pointing up at me as opposed to level, it looks better. Keep in mind, you can see these little edges down here on this strange skid plate, but I still think it looks a lot better. I don't know necessarily why, other than I guess fuel economy. Toyota put those on, but this is definitely a much better look for the truck. Again, it might be okay if the truck were lifted, gives you a different angle, different viewpoint or perspective when you're looking at the front end, but man, this looks so much better without this stupid piece on the front. It's going to be interesting. We'll see if taking that off actually does anything with fuel economy. I'm not sure, but I believe the TRD Off-Road and the TRD Pro, I don't believe, come with that chin strap, or any chin strap I should say, or air dam on the front. I could be wrong. There may be a different style of air dam on the front of those trucks. I guess I need to take a different look. But if you look up here, here's the Sport, and that's what we removed. This makes it look so chunky, right? And then here was our rendering anyway of the truck without anything on the front, and definitely a better look. Anyway, that is the first I guess cosmetic mod, other than removing emblems and stickers and stuff like that, which I have done. Take a look at that video. It is much more difficult on this 2024 Tacoma for sure than it was on the older ones. Toyota has switched probably to a more environmentally friendly material for the decals. Those sport badges on the back that look like they shouldn't be there, but they are a bear to get off. Very hard on the fingernails. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Look better without or with the chin strap or air dam on the front? I'd be curious to know what you think. And again, it sure does seem like Toyota made it in such a way that it's very easy for us to remove. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.